Today I was thinking of telling you about the ego problem because I think everybody feels that that's the biggest problem they all have. And there's a big ego trip one gets into. And they don't know what to do with it. So first part, I will tell you how the ego rises and what it does to us. The second, how to understand it. How to tackle the position of ego and put it in its own aspect. As you see in the map here, the yellow stuff that you see on top is the ego. The balloon that is yellow is the ego. You see down below, it starts from the Swadhisthana. This is the color of the bile within us. And this Swadhisthana chakra, which is for our creativity, is directly connected to that ego there. And when it starts rotating round the void and going to the various parts of the void, it collects all the problems of the void. Void is that green circle within us, where physically we have, in the void, we have uterus, we have kidney. It's a complete viscera. All the intestines, ascending, transverse, descending colon. Liver is the upper part of liver more. Then also pancreas and the spleen. So all the problems of these organs are collected by this chakra, which moves. It comes out of the Nabhi chakra and moves round and round and round and collects all the problems. It nourishes, gives power, the vital power to these organs, and also it generates necessary power for our creative action. It also collects the fat cells of the void, convert it into the proper cells for the brain, for its use, for the grey matter. All this work it has to do one chakra. It manifests aortic plexus outside. On the physical level, we call it as an aortic plexus, and it has got 6 subplexuses which look after all these organs. This is meant for our action. When we go into action, this chakra starts working. By the first power, which is on the left-hand side, we desire. But by the second one, we go into action, and it's called as Kriya Shakti. Now when this action starts within us, it produces the byproducts, or we can say all the problems of these organs, which are to be deposited somewhere, and they are all deposited in the brain as ego. All the problems that we have out of this creativity and the action of all these organs are to be counterbalanced. And as a counterbalance, the ego develops. For example, now I have to come to meet you all here. I had to get out of the house, I had to change, I had to drive, whatever it is. Then I came, I had to put in effort. I had to plan out how I'm going to talk to you. That I don't do normally, but I'm saying that generally people do it. And I put in the effort to come in. Now how am I to justify this, all this effort? What is the satisfaction that one gets out of doing this effort, this kriya, this action? We go on doing some action. And why should we do it? After all, action means, any activity means exertion, botheration, problems. The best is to sit at home and do nothing of the kind. But we do not do that. We take up challenges. We rush up to it. All this we do with our Kriya Shakti, with our right action. Because we do action, we have to have a satisfaction about it. As a reaction to that, ego develops. If we do not have the ego, we would not do anything. It's a fact. But ego is the one that rationalizes all our madness, the rat race we are running into. If we did not have the ego, we would not go into this nonsense. The more we try to rationalize our activities, the more ego develops to satisfy. All right, very good, very good. Now you are a successful man. See, you are a very successful man. You have got this, you have got that. Lots of misunderstandings creep in when we pamper our ego like this. Or I should say that when we are satisfied with our ego, that we really get lost. We get identified with our ego and not with ourselves. So if you do some work very well, supposing you have, say, made a beautiful poetry, or say, not piece of poetry, but say you have made a very good painting, then you would like people to appreciate. If they do not appreciate you, you think you have done nothing. Though you have done a beautiful poem of a canvas. But still you will be so dissatisfied with yourself. Unless and until people appreciate you, they must garland you, they must say, oh, you are great, you are really unique, you are a genius. You know, many artists who created great art got trapped into this kind of misidentification. When they created some great art, the art could not give them satisfaction. They had to go to ego. And Mr. Ego would not be satisfied unless and until everybody says, yes, yes, you are very good, you have done this, you are a genius, you are this, you are that. That's how the ego develops then within us. But a situation can arise where even when we have done nothing, we want to take the credit. Then we call such a person egoistical, who says, I will do this, I have done this, I, then we call him an egoistical person. Because he gives words to his ego, that's why we call him egoistical. But all of us have got this Mr. Ego there sitting on our heads. When it starts bloating, the more successful you are, the worse it is. The more you indulge into planning and thinking, the worse it is. The balloon goes on, you see, pumped, as if you are pumping a balloon, you see. The more you pump, the more it becomes. And you can never realize that you are not that ego. Then you start feeling very nice about it. because everybody says, oh, what a great man he is. The whole society develops on those lies. Today only I was discussing about the way people give you COB, I don't know, VIP, and MAD, like that. And we carry those banners with us. And we expect everybody to respect those banners which are being given to us. Because we've done some work, somebody has recognized us, branded it, stamped it, so we believe really this must be something great. So we accept that brand and we want to keep it up. So it's a doubly fixed thing that you are really rewarded for what work you are doing. That's why people become nuisance also. Supposing in a society some people do not find any significance to their lives, then they will go to Oxford Street, stand there, wear funny dresses, start jumping and singing something nonsensical, and make a nuisance out of themselves. You have seen people who paint their hair in different colors, put pencils in the noses, I think, do all kinds of mad things just to attract the attention of others, because we want to attract the attention of others. Because our ego is not yet satisfied. But this ego is never satisfied. It goes on asking for more food, and you enjoy it too. When such an ego is bloated within us, we cannot understand what we are doing. People can befool you like that. It's very easy to befool a person who is ego-oriented than to befool a simple person. A simple-hearted man cannot be easily befooled, because he is not on a trip, you see. But those who are on an ego trip, you tell them that this is the best way to go to hell, they will be the first booking their seats. There will be a queue for it. People would be asking for it. All right, if it is so, it's good. That is how many gurus in this world have come forward, have befooled you by telling you that you will get these powers, those powers, that will happen, this will happen. And they know how to pamper your ego. For example, they might say this is a world organization of spirituality, and you are the head of the world organization, and you believe it. Ego means misappropriation. You believe in it because you think that after all I must be something, and I have done this, I have done that. But actually what happens physically is then when this balloon spreads on your head all over, the aura of the brain surrounds the heart. Normally. But when there is ego problem, then ego surrounds the heart. And when ego surrounds the heart, the brain is cut off from the heart. So you are a non-integrated person, or we can say disintegrated. Your heart runs one side, your brain runs another side, your body runs third side, your emotions run fourth side. So 4 people running 4 horses. And that's how you are completely torn. I mean, it's impossible to stand on 2 stools, but if there are 4 with 2 legs, it's a big feat to exist. So, this kind of ego trip comes in, by which you start behaving and living in this world in a very unnatural way. And if somebody says that, no, not your ego, not that, that's not you. You have to be yourself. Ego is not yourself. Do not be satisfied with this ego, then you don't like it. Because you are much higher than ego, much greater than ego, much more than what you think your ego can do. With ego, what at the most, what can you do? Say. At the most, what can you do with your ego? What people have achieved through ego? Nothing. Whatever they have discovered, even in the sciences, has come from the unknown, from God's own treasures. If God has given you some knowledge of the unknown, you should not feel pampered about it and think that, oh, this is what we have found. No, He graciously gave you this knowledge which has come to you. So just take it with humility. And this ego is very, very dangerous for Kundalini awakening. Now you look at the diagram. Imagine the whole of your head is covered with that yellow stuff. And this blue thing becomes a very small one. So first of all, the desire to seek itself is diminished. You see, you go for seeking as if you are going to a cinema hall. There is no combination of what you are thinking and your heart. You are not seeking from your heart. You are seeking just with your brains. Because you have read 3-4 books, there's a fashion everybody is seeking. Everybody is looking as if they are seeking something. So let us also seek. It is not coming from your heart, because you can see that the activity of heart has become practically zero. You do not desire anything. It is what your ego desires, you run after. Anything that doesn't satisfy your ego, you get upset about it. One must go on all the time saying that you are the fastest horse, you are the greatest person, you are the most unique personality. Then only you are satisfied. It cuts you out so much from your heart. That's why we cannot find joy, because joy you can only get through your heart. But this Mr. Ego gives you some sort of a satisfaction, which is very superficial, temporary, leads you nowhere. With this ego orientation only, you get so many diseases, as I have told you before, like diabetes, heart attack, we can say also cancer could be one of them. Arthritis you might get. You also get, with this too much thinking, paralysis. Paralysis is because of that. And kidney failures. The worst is liver. Because of overactivity, liver is neglected. We are least bothered about the liver. If you tell a child, don't eat chocolates in childhood, I mean, it's an impossibility. You cannot talk like that. I just once said that why not stop giving chocolates to children who cannot digest it, because their liver is not that. Or make something that is digestible to their liver from childhood till they grow up. And why not dilute the chocolates also a little bit more? So the question comes in then, that how can you do it, mother? It would be checking out everything, and children would protest without chocolates. gradually they'll forget. The liver problem starts within you. You become thin, lean, pale, aggressive, all the time grumbling, grudging, sulking. Never in joy, never in happiness. You call it tension, stress, all these things. It's nothing but overactivity of this chakra. Tension is because the whole of it is covered with this balloon and the balloon is still going on and on and on. That has to reduce. Sahaja Yoga is the only way really we can face our ego. Because through Sahaja Yoga only we can see ourselves. But it is an impossibility with human beings to face themselves. Even after realization, they find it difficult. For example, all our misidentifications are there. Say I'm dealing, with English disciples here. Before I start saying about the misidentification of the English, I must condemn all the Indians of the world and all the Japanese, Chinese, Greeks, everybody else, and then I should say there's also something wrong with English. Otherwise I had it. Unless and until at every stage I condemn all the rest of the world, I cannot talk of saying that we also have certain misidentifications which are sitting on our heads, by which we are oppressed. We think that this is the correct way of life, by which we have oppressed others. And this ego business is so much prevalent in our society. Now, with all due apologies, I am talking about the Western society. When it comes to India, I talk to them. But now I am talking to you and think that I am also a Western person. So I can see certain things as a Western personality. I don't feel bad about it. For in the so-called certain traditions that we have, today only I was discussing, you see, like on the table we have to sit for dinner. All right, simple thing it is, to sit on the table for dinner. Now dinner is there because God has been gracious to us. For our well-being, for our friendship, we are all going to sit down. But go to any formal dinner, or you arrange a formal dinner, people would sit down 10 times discussing where is the seat of X and the seat of Y and the seat of Z. But if there is a slightest mistake in placing the people according to their date of birth, their face color, their head color, their height, their noses, their length, their upper lips, any difference is there found in the Who's Who book. See that somebody was placed little higher in MAD degree, then you had it. All the good wishes of entertaining people, of doing some good friendship, of creating something very, very great is all lost. All the effort is lost. And you are left wondering, now what have I done? I did consult all the dictionaries and the Who's Who. This Who's Who is another ego pampering, But despite that, there was a mistake somehow, and the person has taken a very big objection that Mr. X, who is one day junior to him, has been made to sit ahead of him. It's the greatest calamity to his ego. The poor chairs do not know what happens for their different shapes, you see. How much we fight over all such things, pampering our ego. So on and so forth, we have so many things. But if I say, scrap all this nonsense, why don't you scrap it? Why do you have all these protocols, this, that? What is the need to have this seat for this gentleman, that seat. After all, if there are 10 people for dinner, they can find their seats. There won't be a chaos for 10 people. Even for 20, even for 300. Why should there be seat allotted if you have invited 300 people? All right, they'll now sit down. If they are remaining, they'll sit down for the second one or for the third one. What is such a hurry of having that program all together or in such a systematic way that everybody feels unsystematic after that? Everybody feels disturbed and upset after the program is over. With all the system, with all the corrections, and with all the great planning we do, ultimately we find all have become nitwits. There must be something wrong about it. And it becomes a frenzy with mob-like behavior people have. You see, everybody will come out with very big faces. Oh, what a mismanagement, they did this. What was it? One can't even understand what is the value of these things. That's why we have to be like small children. To them it does not matter where they sit. And so we are grown up and matured. Supposed to be mature people also. While children are still innocent and still ignorant and still they have to grow. We are supposed to have grown. What has grown within us is nothing but this Mr. Ego, not you. When this happens in the worst possible way, today's paper I was reading about this Ripper. Now the conclusion is reached that he's not a psychopath, but he is on an ego trip. He's doing all this for his ego satisfaction because he telephones to the police. He sends a tape to the police that he should be caught. He tells them, you will meet me here. And still they cannot catch him, so he thinks, he's such a great person that nobody can catch him. The greatest thief ever born who could not be caught. So that is what you call, he's not a psychopath. But I don't know, what name will you give to such a man? I mean, to an egoist like this, the one who lives by ego, tries to satisfy his ego, and if his ego is not satisfied by something, he doesn't feel satisfied. I don't know, what should you call him? Now, how to overcome this ego? Because people start seeing gradually this. It happens. They start seeing Mr. Ego, very great. He's coming up, giving me ideas, all right. You feel sometimes very depressed with the idea that this is Mr. Ego I was identified with. All right, you see your ego. Then when you see your ego, then what do you do with it? Or if somebody says, better watch your ego, then what happens? You start fighting it. You say, no, I will not say anything. I'll just keep quiet. Let them say anything, whatever they like. Then you become another type. You become a person who is suffering from superego. So you are left with desires but do not act. When you say that let others aggress me, I am not going to aggress anyone, I'll be very careful about not aggression. But by this kind of a thing, what happens? That when you raise the left side which goes up and the right hand side, superego, it presses the ego down, but again is bounced back, and there's a kind of a bouncing going on. By this behavior, when you fight your ego, the ego sits on your head much more. The more you try to fight ego, it sits on your head. You are not to fight it. Supposing you take a balloon and start hitting it, it will hit you back further. Go on hitting it, it will go on hitting. Now, which is the way to deflate this ego? How do we deflate a balloon? In the same manner. Take a pin and give it a prick. You just look at yourself, say, all right, Mr. So and so. Now, how do you do? And you laugh at yourself. You said, oh, you were very unhappy, you see, when you saw that you were not praised very much. All right. Now have a pin from me. And that's how you deflate it. By seeing it, by all the time making fun of it yourself and piercing a pin into it. Not by deflating. In the way people say that you deflate the whole thing by pushing it down or by killing it. But actually just making a hole in it. In the same way, if you start looking at yourself and make fun. Human beings only know very well how to make fun of themselves. No animals know that. If you learn how to make fun of yourself, your ego will go down. Otherwise, this ego will suggest whatever you are doing is the best, this has to be done, that has to be done, I am the best, I am doing everything good. And you might be torturing someone, aggressing someone, you might be just playing into the hands of ego like a madcap. And you might be real madcap, but you don't know that you are. Because with ego, a person becomes successful, so-called. He becomes very brilliant, shines out, in competition he comes up, and nobody dare say a word to him, otherwise he'll have punch on the nose, you say. So also he becomes very mighty and powerful, and everybody hankers after such a behavior and such a thing. But a time comes when he realizes that I was hanging in the air. I forgot my basis. And now I have to come down like Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. And they had a great fall. Such a beautiful, this thing is, written long time back. And all the king's horses and all the men could not put Humpty Dumpty back again into its own shape, you see. So don't be Humpty Dumptys. And don't live with that idea of being a Humpty Dumpty. It's a simple thing to fight your ego. And that happens very often in Sahaja Yoga. It's a very common happening in Sahaja Yoga, where your Kundalini itself, you see, creates such situations that you are flabbergasted at your ego. You don't have to judge others, just see yourself, because it is for your own good. If somebody is egoistical, it makes no difference to you. Or non-egoistical makes no difference. Only thing is you should really see for yourself what is good and what is bad. That's how it works out. Otherwise, I always say that when I give a lecture, immediately we start thinking of somebody who we think to be egoistical. Actually, I'm saying to each one of you to see it. It would be a better idea. Now, this ego, when it covers your entire head, the complete Sahasrara, which is shown there, the white area, gets covered. Your Brahmarandra, the portion from where the Kundalini has to pierce, also gets covered. It's very difficult. The whole thing is covered. And this is small here. The gap is here. Now, you cannot open the gap here. You have to open the gap here. So this has to go back like that. And this has to come up in the center like that. Then only Kundalini can come up. So what happens at such stage? You will find such people have a left hand very weak and right hand throbbing. So you raise their left, put to the right. Again raise their left foot to the right. Again raise their left foot to the right. So you bring down the ego like this. And once the ego comes down, then this comes up and the gap comes in between. And then you raise the Kundalini in the center. Kundalini will come out and then you tie it up. This is Shri Vidya. This is the knowledge of Shri, of the Holy Spirit. All other knowledge of where you have to sit in protocol, what you are, is all avidya nonsense. Reading Who's Who, I don't know what you will become. Monsters, or maybe some sort of a Frankenstein style personality. This is the Vidya. Shri Vidya is the secret Vidya of the Holy Ghost, by which you balance your ego with superego. Your desire and action should be equal. And then raise the Kundalini, put it up and tie it up. All these days, people who have been realized souls, great people, have tried to point out the problems of ego. I've talked to you, they said you shouldn't have ego. Ego is the worst thing. One should not be identified with ego and all that. And as soon as they have said it, people have started just finding out how to do it. And in doing so, they have become great gurus, themselves egoistical. The fact is, you do not do anything. This is not ego, but is a mirage of ego that you have got. You really do not do anything. Everything is done by God. He is the doer. He has the great ego. Your ego is just a copy made artificially. Like he creates the flowers and you make plastic flowers and say, oh, we have created flowers. He does everything. It is he who expresses his ego, while you feel you have done something. It happens to you when you get realization. When your Kundalini pierces the Brahmarandra, then you find the power flowing through you. And when you put your hands at somebody, you find the Kundalini rising there. And then you find that you can feel the centers of that person and catching of his centers, and you're amazed. You said, Mother, how is it? Just now was nothing, suddenly what has happened to me? Because your ego has subsided and has become one with that of God. And you are giving vent to that power of God. You are playing the role of an instrument, of a hollow personality. And through you is passing the power of God, which is doing the real work, while you are thinking, I'm doing it, without getting realization. But after realization, you just feel, oh, it's flowing through me. I can see it flowing. I can see it working. It is. You start talking in third person. You don't say I. Just say it's going, it's coming, it's not there, this is catching, that is catching. It is in the third person you talk. You do not say I am catching. You do not say also that I have risen the Kundalini. You say the Kundalini has risen. Who has risen is? You never say that you have raised the Kundalini. You just say the Kundalini has risen, it is not coming up, it's just going there, as if you have become an instrument of some power which is flowing through you. And this is how we become one with that. and all our karmas dissolve into a karma. Karmas are only the effect of our false idea of our ego. When there is no ego, where are the karmas going to be? If there is no one who is doing, the doer is lost, then who is going to do the karmas? And who is going to take the load of the karmas upon themselves? Like when there is an organization, then it says, I have got assets and I have got these debts and these are the things, you see. But the association or that organization disappears, then who has the debts? In the same way, you as ego disappear and there is no effect of your karmas. All finished. All that was when one Mr. Ego was there. When Mr. Ego has gone, all liabilities have gone with him. We are something different now. Now we have become the self, the Atma, and when we have become the Atma, then we are one with that universal being, and he is making us do everything. Like my fingers don't have ego that I'm doing something and I'm touching the thumb, because it is a part of this body. Our nose does not have an ego that it is something special which is breathing. We say, I breathe. We don't say this nose breathes. Neither the nose would say this mouth with which we eat food. It never says that this I eat because of my mouth. When you become one with that whole, then you just feel that the whole is working and we as part are working with it. And all the responsibilities are finished. This is a little talk about ego today because I felt I should tell you that in Kundalini awakening, so far in the West, we have always faced this problem of ego. Also of superego, those who have been to the gurus have been possessed by their gurus. And these come as a relief to ego-oriented societies. Because a horse has been running, all right? And you have been running on the horse. So somebody comes and says, all right, now I'll tie you up to the stomach of the horse and I'll be sitting on the horse myself. This is the possession part. So you feel relieved, quite relieved. After all, you don't have to ride the horse, you don't have to jump. And the rider becomes somebody else. You feel also that there's no responsibility the rider is doing. But after some time, under the belly of the horse, you start having all kinds of physical problems. With superego, you have physical problems. That's why it's better to have superego than to have ego, because you don't want to have any more of physical problems. But if you have ego, you never get physical problems, or physically you may improve. You feel very fine on top of the world. You see. That is the biggest problem. But you get mental problems. You can't sleep. You go on thinking like mad. You cannot stop thinking. You go on arguing. Done. You think that everybody should do your work while you are the most important person ever born. So, we have only one choice left, is to be in the center, to watch your ego and superego. For all the Sahaja Yogis who are realized have to watch themselves, not others. You should not expect anything of others, just expect something of yourself for a change. With ego you do that, expect something of the others. In superego you do for others, but in self-realization you emit yourself as joy, love and beauty. May God bless you all. Now, should we go in for vibrations and realization? Now, for the new people, I would request if they can take out their socks, it would be even better, they'll be freer. Put both the feet on the ground and sit in a most relaxed manner. Now, as you must have understood, it is a happening. You cannot force it down. You cannot work it out. It has to happen to you. So, no effort is to be put in. Nothing. Just leave it. It works. Put your hands just like this, in a relaxed manner. Even for Sahaja Yogis, it is very important that they should go on exposing themselves more and more to divine power. Thank you. It's very hot. And then, when the Kundalini pierces the fontanelle, you will immediately start feeling the cool vibrations in the hand. But it happens in many various stages in many people. For example, some people may not even get the rising of the Kundalini at all. Some people, very few. With some people it rises halfway, again falls down. With some people it gets caught up in different chakras, centers, which are not all right. With some people there may be physical problem, so you might feel some heat coming out. Especially with liver, you get the heat coming out. A lot of heat is there with the liver. And with some people it could be very cold. Both things are not all right. You have to be in the center. If you start feeling any cool in the hand, then it's perfectly all right. But if there is a hot coming in the hand, doesn't matter, you can just throw it away and it will work out in case it is hot. But if there is trembling in your eyelids when you close your eyes, then please open your eyes. Kundalini moves up in everybody. It works in everyone. Only thing, it has reactions according to the person who is facing it. So if there is any reaction, or if the Kundalini doesn't rise, there's nothing to feel bad or argue about it. By argument, if I could do, I would take you to courts and argue their things. But by argument I cannot do it. You see, it has to happen in you. I'm anxious that it should happen. In the same way, you should be also anxious that it should happen to you. There cannot be argument about it, you see. It's a happening. How can you argue about the sprouting of a seed? If it does not, you cannot argue with it. You see, it has to sprout. It's as simple as that. If it is not sprouting, there's something wrong. All right? Then, those people who are realized, who know this, who know Sri Vidya, know how to raise it, and raise your Kundalini, tie it up and all that. But even that people have objection. They don't mind becoming naked and dancing and doing all sorts of nonsense. But if somebody raises the Kundalini, ties it up, they don't like it. There is nothing to be afraid of Kundalini. Somebody told me the other way that English people are very afraid of Kundalini word. Now some English people who went to India, came by the back door, I believe, met all kinds of horrid people who had no right to talk of Kundalini, who were unholy people, unrighteous people. Naturally, they they had very bad experiences about Kundalini. As I say that some villager comes and puts his fingers into the holes of two plugs and says that electricity is a horrible experience. In the same way, it might have happened to many, but there's nothing to be frightened of. It works out very well, and it gives you what you are asking for. She is your mother, eternally your mother. She loves you the most than anybody can love. She is not going to give you any trouble. She is just waiting for you to have your second birth. So there's nothing to be frightened of anyone. And also about gurus, you shouldn't quarrel with me. If your guru is all right, I will myself write a nice letter to him. But if he is not all right, he has ruined your kundalini, he has ruined your agya, he has ruined your chakras, then I have to tell you that something wrong with the fellow. Because you do not know. Supposing there's a policeman. He comes to your house and he says there has been a thief in your house. Do you get angry with the policeman? In the same way, you should not be angry with me. Because if your guru is a real guru, Sadguru, then I would really worship that man. I'll be very happy, but I have yet to come across. There are very few, very, very few. So what's the use of being identified with your guru? He never gave you your powers. He was just showing off his own powers and was promising you that today you will become a frog, tomorrow you will become a bird, and third day you will become a fish, and then amoeba, I think. You'll end up as an amoeba, I believe. Like a, huh? Otherwise, she's saying another thing they can tell you. If they don't give you anything, they've taken away all your money and everything. That you must, you must detach yourself from your money, your family. Send your wife over to me. I'll look after your wife. You be detached, you see. Give me all your money, everything very nicely. So she's saying that, and then also you say that, still, sir, I have given you everything, still I haven't got it. So they'll say, now you go to Himalayas. Otherwise, that's the reason. You better go to Himalayas. Give me your palatial building. I'll live here very nicely. Give all the money that you have. And you go to the Himalayas. And you be an unmarried man. That's better. You better divorce your wife. See, she's the one who's standing in your way. And he sends you to Himalayas to freeze there and to die. Huh? She says, where is the pure person? आता तुम्ही सांगा आहोत की नाही आम्ही. She's among 10,000, you are the only one. No, even if they are not pure, they should not be sinister. You are much greater people than they are. Because you are not realized, you do not propagate anything, you do not preach anything. These are not realized, nothing, they have no authority, they have nicely have their flags on and they are collecting money. Fundraisers. All right, put your hands towards me again. Take out your socks. Socks. Take them. No, all right, it's all right. Put both the feet like this. Put your hands like this. What's it? You want some water? Close your eyes, please. Close your eyes. Now, the first thing that happens is, if you watch your thoughts, there is no thought in your mind. That means it has crossed the agya. All of you hold each other's hands. All of you, each other's hands you hold. Not you, not the people who are realized already, who are... Just hold each other's hands. That's all. Put your hands like that, yes. Hmm. Close your eyes, please, all of you. Please close your eyes. Are you getting cool breeze in the hand? No. Yes, close your eyes. It will work out. It has to work out, is the point. Don't worry. Some of the surgeries are getting more on the right, I think, less on the left. Should put their left hand towards me, right hand up, in case such a situation is there. Feeling something? Hot. It's all right. Straight. Not to tilt higher, lower, but make it straight neck. Make it straight. Not to tilt backwards. Just make it straight forward. Just like a normal sitting. Now those who have come for the first time, those who are getting cool breeze, raise your hands in the hand. If you are getting cool breeze in the hand. Good. Both the hands? Very good. Please put down your hands. Huh? Left. Left, not right so much.
Problem with my right hand.
Right hand is a problem. What's the problem?
Keep getting constant spasm in my right hand.
Right hand, is it?
I can't control the movements.
All right. Where is your father?
In India.
Write to him quite often?
Not really.
No. Now you promise me that you'll go and write to him a letter. All right? Just promise. Put your left hand on here. Yes. And now you promise. Put your right hand towards me. What are these rings you are wearing?
I don't think so.
Better take them out. It's better thing. Is to take them out for the time being. And also your kada, take it out for a while. Just for 5 minutes. You are getting something cool in the hand? Nothing so far? This gentleman here, are you getting any cool? There only. Not in the fingers. Slide. It will work out. It will work out. What is he catching? Just see. Tell me. Vishuddhi. Been smoking something? This is very catchy. Now, can you take out? No, it's all right. Forget it. Forget it now. Let's see.
One off.
Huh?
I've taken one off.
All right. It's all right. Acha, kala nikal lijiye.
This is too tight.
That also?
It's very tight actually.
Acha, better cut it out. All right. Put your hands towards me. Put your hand, left hand here. Since when are you getting this spasm?
It's been going on for a long time.
Since you have come to this country?
Not really. I mean, this thing has. I used to have difficulty in writing, but it has become over the years very generalized. I mean, I just can't relax this hand at all. It's in constant spasm.
All right, just push it like that. Still Vishuddhi is there, is it? Just come here, Marcus. Come. Just work out his Vishuddhi. This is Agya and this and that. Now, have you been to any guru or someone? Just put it this here. There are no Vishuddhi. No?
But when I met people, Joshis and Panditjis and
For this,
yes,
but not any guru as such.
no, I haven't met any guru as such.
She's great, I tell you. She was teaching me She was telling me that nadis are catching on both the sides. What about her? Just tell me what are the chakras catching? Huh? You been to some guru? Huh? No one. Have you been smoking? You too smoking? Ah. Are you all right? You are getting cool breeze in the hand?
Yes.
Are you relaxed?
Yes.
Keep your eyes shut. It's the greatest thing that can happen to anyone. Just keep your eyes. What about you? In both the hands you are not getting? Both the hands. Nicely. Good. What's your name? Huh? What's your name, please? Nick. What country you belong to? Cyprus. Cyprus are good people, I must say. And this lady comes from what country? England. Great. From which part?
Essex.
Very good. You've not gone to any guru or anyone, I believe. Never. That's good. So what do you do?
What do I do?
You are a housewife?
No, student.
Student of?
Psychology.
Still, I must say you have maintained yourself very well. Otherwise, when the psychologists come here, I have such a problem with them. They are themselves suffering from psychology. Yes. Yes, come here. Come to me. Just see his chakras, what is catching. Are you better now? Not yet. You should use the current chakra. Are you all right? Ready? Getting it. Good. What's it? Left. Did you go to any guru? No one? Then smoking you also? Not much. Put your hand there and one hand outside there. One hand outside like that. Hold. आप कौन से भगवान को मानते हैं? राम को मानते हैं?
भगवान को मानता हूँ, मैं सब एक ही समझता हूँ, कृष्ण हुए, शिव हुए सब।
आपके यहाँ कौन से भगवान माने जाते हैं?
हमारे यहाँ तो कृष्ण जी की पूजा
होती है।
पर मुझे पंडित जी ने बताया था, मैं हिंदुस्तान गया कि मुझे शिव जी की पूजा करनी चाहिए।
तो पंडित जी के पास क्या चिट्ठी आती है भगवान?
तकलीफ की वजह से।
हाँ, समझ गए। लेकिन यही तीनों चक्र आपके पकड़े, राम के, देवी का और शिव जी का, तीनों चक्र पकड़े। Better. The Shuddhi is terrible. Both. Let's get the right picture. Are you better now? Started. Yeah. Start. Better now. It's improving. Yeah. It will work out. It will work out. Better? What have you been smoking? Something wrong? Hashish. What do you say? Yeah, what? Ah. Let us see. I feel the vibrations coming out. Thank you. On this. Again, heart. Now. Ravi. Left. Now, how is it? How is your brother now, Mark?
Still the same as far as
Huh?
It's still the same as far as I know.
He's out of intensive now.
Yeah.
Then it's all right. Better. How do you find the gentleman sitting before you? Just say yes. And the lady there. You're all right. You live in London?
No, Essex.
Hmm?
I still live in Essex. Essex.
Essex. You have come all the way from Essex today.
No, college is at Stratford.
Oh, I see. And London school, this London University?
North East London Polytechnic.
Huh? What's it? Oh, I see, I see. Huh. Now, it's better now? This gentleman. Are you better?
I don't feel
Anything whatsoever? Nothing.
warmth.
Warm still. All right, let it pass off. What about him?
I think it's much better.
Much better now. Ah, good. Just see him. Just try. Still. Left. Left, Vishudhi. Left. Yes, left. You are the one who has really helped me the most of all, I tell you. Bring your friends also with you. What about her?
What's that?
Huh?
What's that? Right, there's a right heart somewhere.
He's right hand. This side.
The left right is done.
Go and ask him to ask the question about Sri Ram. Are they new people? Have they got realization? Huh?
It's very warm.
Warm.
Very
Put the left to the right, will be all right. Sultan, he's two are realized or something. So they must come and see here, you see, come and see for yourself. Come along, one or two, come along. Come along, Harry, come along. Put yourself into bundle. So much. Now, come along. Make efforts. Yesterday you asked me now. Come along. Make some efforts now. With this gentleman especially. All right, try on her. She too had her she, so better try on somebody else now.
Yes.
Don, you don't do on that. Now what about you? Come along. Hey, what's her? Don, allow these people to work on her. Come along, you come along there. Be careful, Don. Take it. Work on her, those people who have not had hashish. Marcus had hashish.
Yes, she smokes cigarettes as well now.
I see. So did you smoke cigarettes?
Me, no.
I also smoke cigarettes.
Huh? You too smoke. Cigarettes and hashish. What else? That's all?
Since when?
No, you have been smoking cigarette and hashish.
Today, yeah.
Today also you smoked?
Today I've smoked cigarettes and hashish.
Both or today also? Before just coming before here?
No, that's before coming.
Constantly. All right. You put it left to the right, all of you. Come along. You'll be all right. Once you'll find yourself, you won't smoke at all. You'll enjoy yourself very much. They all go up to the, see, this place. Where is it? Huh?
The father died 2 years.
Okay. Tell her to tell her father to. I mean, she has to tell the father that he shouldn't worry about her. Did you ask the question? Did you ask the question? No, are you better? Not feeling much in the hands? No. All right. Still. All right, just come here. All right? Sit down, sit down, sit down. Yeah? Ah. Good. Better now? So now rub my foot down below here. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, rub it. Rub it hard. Rub it hard. Hard. With your fingers. Hard. Better?
I don't know by what comparison.
You'll see now. You'll see. Press with both the hands. Press with both the hands. White is catching. White. White catches with this one. Left white.
Yes.
Ah! Are you relaxing now?
Yeah, it's pretty just very suspicious.
Huh?
It's very suspicious.
Suspicious of?
I'm frightened.
Suspicious of?
I'm frightened.
Frightened of who?
You?
Me? Why? I'm not as bad as Hashish is. Why are you frightened of who?
I had another guru.
Huh?
I had another guru.
Who is he?
Maharaji.
Who's Maharaji? This? You are not suspicious of him?
I'm suspicious of everybody.
That's correct. That's good. That's very good.
It's good to be suspicious of everybody.
No, you must know who is the right and who is the wrong type. If you are sensitive, you will know yourself. What do you expect? Is to get your own powers, isn't it? To become yourself. That's what should happen. Not all other tricks of giving experiences and this and that. You have to become yourself, isn't it? Like all others are. No, there's nothing to be suspicious about me because I've not taken any money from you, nothing.
No. I don't want to be suspicious.
Nothing selling here.
No.
See, all right? Now, you are asking for something great, something self-realization I'm talking about. No experiences. It's self-realization. Right? Now rub it on the void here. Here. Yeah? Ustam, just see. Better now.
Waiting to the left hand.
Agya?
Left. And
She's never been to a guru, she says. No, look at him.
Super ego is very heavy, just like a lion's muscle. And that's Adhisthana, the strongest.
You did some pranayam also?
So,
Pranayam?
Breathing.
Breathing?
breathing. Yeah.
Exercise.
Yeah. Exercise.
Just see. Is he alright? He's alright? Really? What is the problem? Come. Tell me.
Sahasrara catches.
He said, I am doubting. Suspicious.
Sahasrara heart.
Heart also.
Yes. Sensitive very much.
Hold your breath.
So I keep rubbing you.
Leave it.
Get your breath.
Again, hold your breath, please. Hold your breath.
The Sushumna as a whole is called.
Hold.
Yeah. Doesn't flow.
How long you were his disciple?
4 or 5 years.
And what did you get out of him? What did you get? Nothing.
I never mistrusted him. Self-doubt. Doubt more than anything. I still don't completely mistrust him.
You do not mistrust him.
No, because I don't know that he's done me any harm, or I don't know that he does any harm. I don't know.
But didn't tell you about anything about hashish and cigarette and why you
Yeah, he
smoke?
said I shouldn't. It's since at first, when I was first his devotee, I didn't smoke.
Now you started smoking after becoming his devotee. So this is the achievement. See, if you have found yourself, that you don't smoke. You enjoy yourself so much, all right, that you just don't run away from yourself. Minimum of minimum. That should happen to you.
Muladhara, that is Kundalini doesn't move.
Doesn't move?
No, at least I can't feel any movement. It's solid.
Is this Rakta Bija